Hi, friends!
Welcome to the Nora and Becks Podcast.
My name is Nora.
And I'm Becks.
And today we're going to be talking about the Imp and Skizz Podcast about Hermitcraft Season 10.
Episode 79.
Yeah. I was about to ask what the number was because I forgot.
Oh!
No, it's fine. Anyway. How did you feel about the podcast?
Great new episode.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I loved hearing them talk about Hermitcraft. This day has been long coming. Yeah. And long time coming. And just so excited for them. I was ecstatic the whole time I was watching their POVs because they were finally both on Hermitcraft.
I know.
Impulse barely contain himself.
I know. It makes me really excited. And I definitely did get a little bit emotional during the intro where he tells him. Oh my gosh, that got me.
So sweet. I'm so happy.
So proud.
I'm so happy that he chose to do that. Like that he set that up to record that moment. So sweet. Yeah.
Even if Skizz wasn't that thrilled about it, I'm very excited that they did that.
He was so confused.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I loved that so much. And then just hearing them talk about their revamp of their goals for the season, and them talking about how they want to make it more community based and wanted to keep it more about the community and less about the builds. Mm-hmm. And that came out of the perimeter thing. That was
cool.
Yeah, I just remember watching the whole thing with the perimeter in season 9, and it was oh my gosh, these people that haven't spoken all season, Iskall and Grian and Mumbo, I feel didn't talk at all during season 9, but they talked so much in season 7, and they had such a good bond, and then it was oh, they're just not in the same area anymore. And seeing them interact was really great, and I just missed everyone being together. And so I'm really glad that they kind of felt that in that moment and decided to kind of change things to make it so that they got to spend more time together.
It was a good wake-up call, and even Grian talking about that in his finale episode for season 9.
Yeah.
Just really reminding, he was just very reminded of hey, we're actually, because some people were concerned about what happened with the perimeter and if there was any bad blood or if Doc didn't take it well, and he was we're all friends and we all had so much fun, and sometimes we even forget, he was talking about how sometimes even we forget that the whole reason Hermitcraft exists is for a bunch of friends to hang out and have fun play Minecraft together,
right? And that's what we're watching it for too. Which is
exactly
we're not really of course we want to see them
the build are
they're amazing.
Yeah.
But we're watching it to see those interactions, and we're watching it to see those fun collaborations.
That was why I got so attached to the Life series, why it drew my attention so much.
Because it was just constantly fun interaction after fun interaction. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I really love that they talked about that more. I mean, let's talk about our reactions to the
announcements.
Because those are pretty good.
I was in the majority of people, as you were probably too. I know at the very least you were really just hoping and praying for Joel. I think we all knew Joel had to happen.
Yeah.
But I was very much on the bandwagon that a lot of other people, live reaction me watching the Hermitcraft podcast episode they did when Impulse was talking about how people were predicting Joel and Skizz for so long, and he's I don't know how people did that. And I was literally please, what do you mean? I was so determined. I was the only reason that he wouldn't do it is because of his, Skizz is still working a full-time job, as podcast listeners and, people who watch his stream know. And
he's
so,
busy.
and
he's a busy guy.
And he's paying for his child's college, and so like he couldn't really afford to go full time. But I was like, that doesn't mean he can't do Hermitcraft. I mean, and yeah, his sabbatical like couldn't have come at a better time. Like I'm so excited for him to be able to, you know, have the sabbatical to completely devote himself to Hermitcraft. Which I feel like he's going to be ruined, as he is.
Yeah, he's well aware. He's well aware.
Yeah, Impulse is like, been there, done that. I feel for you. Good luck.
Yeah. I mean...
life is going to feel gray after he comes back.
Yeah, and I feel like he's already there, though, to be fair. Like...
Yeah.
But I'm just really excited for him to, like, fully commit to his passion. At least for a moment in time. Well, he can. Like...
I'm so excited to see what he does.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And then obviously, Joel.
Joel, you know, I was at the gym when I saw his tweet. Mm-hmm. Actually, I didn't even see it on Twitter because I didn't have Twitter at the time. I saw it on his Instagram story. And when I tell you, I almost cried in the middle of the gym. I was so happy because I was like, if they don't put Joel on this season, I'm going to be so disappointed. And I was just so happy. And then only like a couple hours later, not even, I was watching Jimmy's stream. And he goes, look who just tweeted. And I go, who the heck is this? And I didn't read the username. I just read the tweet first. And I was like, what is this? And then I looked at the name and I went, oh. And I was ecstatic. Like, I don't think I've been more excited about anything.
That was
since my Life Series shirt that you gave me.
That was an amazing thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good gifting on my part. But yeah, dude, what a great day that was. I mean, it was an awesome day when season 10 started too.
That weekend.
Like, the day when we found out too was just like wild. Yeah. And then anytime I was feeling like down and out, because, you know, it's the season of seasonal depression, but anytime I was feeling down and out, I just would all of a sudden remember like, hey, 2 of your favorite Minecraft YouTubers who aren't on Hermitcraft are hermits now and will be hermits forever.
Yeah.
Like,
that's insane. And it's like just everything that I would have wanted, because I've been watching all these videos and then hoping and praying that these people are going to be on the season, and just like couldn't even barely think about it the week leading up to the season release, because I was like, I don't want to get disappointed. I don't want to get disappointed. I don't want to get disappointed. I can't think about it because I just get stressed. And then it was like, oh my gosh, it happened. And it was just the best thing ever. And I just light up every time I see their videos.
Yeah.
So
it's awesome.
It's
so
really
exciting.
It's really blessed me. So thank you for that. Anyone who had any part in that who could potentially be listening to this, probably not, but
right, yeah.
If you are,
so let's talk about. Sorry, I just cut you off.
No, you're good. That's all I had to say.
So let's talk about our experiences watching the first episodes.
Yeah, who did you watch first?
Skizz.
Really?
Yep. I think. Yeah, Skizz.
I watched Joel, and then I watched Skizz.
You can tell where our loyalties lie.
Hey. I also love Skizz.
I know.
All right.
Just
let's get that straight. Anyway, yeah, I watched Joel's and then I watched Skizz. And then I watched Grian and Mumbo and Impulse.
Yeah. I watched Skizz and then Joel. And then I think the next person I watched was actually Mumbo.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm still working through some first POVs because I really
Yeah.
I had quite a few people I wanted to watch. Now, for reference, I've only ever watched Korean season 9 POV. I have not watched any of season 7. I've seen like a little bit of season 8. But again, just Korean's videos. Yeah. I did watch some of Impulse's videos from season 9 and Tango's, because in those instances it was build related. Like I really wanted to see Tango's the portal hub. So cool. Yeah. What an awesome build.
Beautiful build.
Season 9. And watching Impulse's sugar farm. I ended up making a different version of the farm in my own world, but that was a really fun video to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to watch season 7 eventually.
I do. It's on my list. I'm going to get there for sure.
I've been saying since season 7 that it is the best Hermitcraft season, and I'm ready to get that changed. I'm ready for this season to be the best.
Yeah, for sure.
If they make it the best, I am ready to let that go. Even though season 7 is a huge part of my life, and I've watched it twice at least. So
I feel like it's a huge part of their life too, because they talk about it Impulse a lot. Talked about that back whenever, and like that was such a, at a time when everyone was stuck and had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And
they collectively made the decision to take it seriously.
Yeah, they were like, this is a huge opportunity for us. And also,
and this is the
kudos to Impulse for really kudos to Impulse for really leading that conversation, because he talks about that.
Yeah. Well done.
We know he has some imposter syndrome, but he can be a really great leader.
Yeah, he can be. He is when he
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not can be. He is. You are a great leader. I love you, Impulse.
Yeah.
Dude, watching Skizz's video, I was like, oh my gosh, he's basing with Scar and Grian and Impulse. This is amazing. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Joel is here too. Oh my gosh, Jem. Oh my gosh, here's Mumbo. Yeah. They kept coming. I was like, it keeps growing.
Yeah.
I was like,
got better and better, honestly.
It did. It's so exciting. I cannot wait.
So thrilled.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about Skizz's build. It's going to be so cool. I think there's nothing more Skizz that he could have built.
Amen. Yeah.
That is exactly what he would build.
Yeah. He does everything with such intention.
Yeah.
And I love it.
That's something
you love to see it.
That's something that I really want to kind of apply to my life more, as be intentional. Intentional about every little thing that you do.
Yeah.
And they talked about this in one of their episodes, but what you do has impacts on other people. And he has internalized that, I think, the most that anyone could internalize that. He does everything with the most intention. And I think that is so admirable. And
for sure,
something that I want to learn from him and get better at. So
yeah, the world needs more people like Skizz.
For sure. I agree. I also think Joel's builds are really cool. You didn't watch his episode 2 yet, have you?
I started it, but I didn't get very far. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up. You guys are posting too fast. I know you're so excited to be doing Hermitcraft season 10, but I did not anticipate 2 videos within 4 days.
I don't think it was within 4 days. I think it was a week apart.
No, it was not. They were only yeah. It was within a few days. It was crazy. I was like, okay, this is like started, and I was like, all right, I am a life series veteran as far as a watcher, and I was like, you
can watch it.
I can handle 10 POVs weekly, no problem. But when you start releasing your videos on Saturday and then again, I was stressed, but not actually. Just get more content. It's great. I'm very excited. Anyway, please continue.
I was just gonna say his builds look really good. You didn't get really a big taste of what his builds are going to look like in the first episode, but in the second episode, there really is a little bit more context, and his first build is kind of telling on what it's going to look like. But he's also taking
for
a
reference.
Oh, you go ahead.
I just fact checked this really fast. So they launched on a Saturday, and then he uploaded his second video on Wednesday.
Oh my gosh, Joy.
Wednesday morning,
Crazy,
which was
man.
like evening in Britain, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so he is also doing kind of a crazy thing.
Okay.
A new thing this time around. Normally he builds all of his things in creative first, and then moves them onto the server using Lightmatica. But
yes, I do remember him talking about this.
He's not wanting to do that very much this time. So it was really good. You'll see this in the second episode, but he has a base built in creative that he puts over, and it's just the bare bones of the build. And then he details it all kind of live in the video. And
that's cool.
It's just really cool to see him just trying things out and being creative, and you can see obviously by the builds that he does, he's an amazing builder, that you can see he has the creativity, but you never really get to experience that because he always just time lapse and then it's done. But you really get to see his thought process, and I think that that's really cool.
Yeah, I really love seeing how so many of the hermits, just from the perspectives that I've watched, are really challenging themselves this season too.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously we know a lot of them are trying to gear away from mega builds, like Grian talked about at the end of season 9, and just focusing on smaller stuff. And he said in his first episode he's trying to take it slow. People are gearing away from even using a creative world and doing all of their test building on the server.
Yeah.
Which is very encouraging and inspiring. It makes me want to commit to that more.
Yeah.
Even though I feel they got to a certain skill level for sure where
that's what I was going to say. They
can definitely do without creative. They have brilliant minds for this stuff and they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But I aspire to get to that place for sure.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it's just really cool to see them Grian also his process is different because it's more open, which it has been in the past. When he does little things, he normally talks through it and kind of shows each step. But even more so now, I feel it's just he's really taking his time with this because he does have a tendency to rush the beginning, and then I think he gets burnt out. But
yeah,
I am really grateful for the intentionality that everyone on the server has this season. And I feel the intentionality hasn't really been the same since season 7.
Yeah. Season 7.
The intention behind season 7 was so kind of big and direct that they all kind of agreed to take the season seriously and do the best that they could in every way.
Yeah.
And they're now going into this season with a lot of intention as well. And I think that that's really great.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
And I love the amount of collaboration that's happening.
Yeah.
Super exciting. I can't even begin to express how ecstatic I was about Impulse and B-Dubs collabing together.
Yeah.
I would like the record to show that they were my team that I was rooting for in Double Life. I loved them. I wanted them to win so badly. I'm happy. I'm so happy and proud of Pearl. It was an awesome finale. But just saying, they were my team. I loved them. And they're home wreckers.
Yeah.
And, all the best things are happening this season.
Yeah, I agree.
Skizz and Impulse being close to each other.
Yeah.
With their bases, and B-Dubs and Impulse working together.
Yeah. I want to just briefly mention Tango, his build, his starter base is really great. And he has grown so much in his building since season 7. It's really wild. Like, his base in season 7 was cool. The detail was not quite there, I feel like. And it was like,
right.
He was still learning, but like over the course of the last 2 seasons, it's crazy how much he's grown.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
his
builds
are
beautiful.
really, really good. And just hats off to him for that. Like, great job.
Also, I kind of blanked on this. Don't know how. But I think actually the third person I watched was Tango. And Tango's video was great. And his build. Did you see his build? Because
The one with the copper?
Yeah, he's going for a steampunk aesthetic, and it looks so good.
Yeah.
Like, it is hilarious to me that he used to be. I mean, he's proved time and time again, and Decked Out 2 is no exception, that he is 100% a builder.
Yeah.
He's all like, oh, I'm not really a builder.
Yeah.
My guy,
he is a builder.
You've built some of the most beautiful things on Hermitcraft I've seen.
Yeah.
It's insane.
But it's crazy, like, they start, like, him and Impulse definitely started out as, like, the redstone guys who didn't build. Mumbo also was like that. And now, like, the 3 of them build incredible, beautiful things. And, like,
yeah,
the amount of dedication that they had to learning how to do it is really, really great. And I think that they're doing an amazing job. So, yeah, I'm really proud of them all for, taking that step to learn that. That's really cool.
I hope that they feel proud of themselves, because they should be.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
awesome.
Absolutely. And Skizz will get there. I believe in him.
He will.
He will learn, just like everyone else did at some point.
Yeah, he's got the drive for it, for sure.
Definitely. And I also think he has the creative mind for it. He just needs to know how to translate it into Minecraft.
Yeah, 100%.
So he just has to get the eye for it, and I think he'll be amazing as well. So
I thought it was so funny in the podcast episode how they were talking about the Guess the Build challenge stuff and like Skizz's builds, and how Grian genuinely thought he was like building that way on purpose.
It's so funny.
So tragic.
I laughed so hard during those videos. Those were so funny.
I still need to watch more. I think the only one I watched was
the one that you watched with me.
Yeah. The one Jimmy
amazing.
uploaded.
Yeah.
The like second round that they played.
Yeah. The first one was the same round, just different POVs.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second time they did different rounds each time so that everyone had different content. And it was really nice.
That's such a great idea for views and just like working together.
Yeah.
Which, this is another thing I noticed too. And like, I don't know if this is true or not, but I remember the day that the first episodes were coming out. We were all pretty ecstatic and watching videos and stuff. Mm-hmm. And initially we were all like, Gorian, where are you? Why have you not uploaded your video yet? And I thought about it later and I was like, I mean, I don't know if he would have been, I don't know that he would have been the first video I watched, because I obviously wanted to watch Skizz and Joel first.
Right.
But considering how many subscribers Grian has, he definitely gets, a lot of views on his Hermitcraft videos. Similarly to Mumbo. I mean, I think Mumbo still has more than he does. Yeah. But like, I kind of thought about it and I was like, I don't know if this was his intention or not, but by waiting to upload his video a good while after a lot of people, the viewers were definitely like, kind of, if they wanted to watch it ASAP, they had to watch other people's videos first, which I thought, on the small chance that that was part of his logic behind waiting a little bit, just to give other smaller content his friends a chance to get the views and attention that they deserve.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like, very, very impressive of him, and just like,
a
lot of respect for him. He is so good to his he's so good to his fellow content creator like collaboratives, his
Friends?
what do you say that? Well, yes, no, I that is my point, but like the people that he collaborates with,
He really respects
treats
them
so
and-
well and
yeah.
really like values their friendship
Yeah.
and cares about their success on this platform because of their friendship.
Right.
So it's very cool, and he's very humble with the amount of success that he has.
Yeah. He's another one that I think is very intentional about everything that he does.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is interesting because I don't know that people would think that just based on like his presence when he's on the servers. He's kind of just like a goof the whole time. But
oh my gosh.
he orchestrates so much of the things that happen, and it's really like he's got an amazing head on his shoulders. Like he does so much amazing stuff.
He's such a goof and like loves to pick on people for a bit, and it's like and like, you know, he loves to bully Tim. Super fun.
Love that.
But then like, yeah, he's so intentional with people, and like, man, his finale and him going around in season 9 like leaving signs at people's faces.
That made me emotional.
It made me emotional. When he left his sign for Scar, I literally broke down. I was like, you cannot do that to me.
Yeah. No, I did
that
too.
came out of nowhere.
I was like, how dare you make me feel
how
like this?
Dare you?
I was just looking forward to your finale, and you just made me so emotional.
It was giving Skizz's affirmations for Scar in Limited Life. That also broke me. I was like, oh. All of his affirmations were amazing, but
true.
The one with Scar especially was just like, man, Skizz has a way with words.
Definitely, he does. I'm trying to think if there was anything else really. What did you think about like the intro kind of like mining trip that they did?
You cut out for a hot second. What'd you say?
Sorry. The like mining trip that they did in the beginning.
Well, which one though? Because
the
there
like,
was obviously Ren's contest thing.
That one.
The communism. Oh, I thought it was really fun. I really liked that concept, and it was like a very fun group of people.
Yeah.
And it was a great way to like have fun mining, but also get a lot of work done.
Yeah.
And something interesting I didn't fully realize, but because I watched a bit of Ethos POV, and like I think they were supposed to like they had the ability to make full sets of armor and tools from what they collected, and then pool whatever was left. Because that's what Etho and a lot of other people did, and so I don't know if that's what all of the people did. So like, yes, communist a little bit, but at the same time, it was fun and it was nice, like the ability to get geared up and stuff, and then also share what you had. Yeah.
Brennan's always trying to start some kind of government.
Yes, I'm behind on videos, but I've heard some things about the Minister of Ministers.
Yeah.
Looks an awful lot like something familiar. But we'll see.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that.
How did you? You liked it? Yeah.
Yeah. Mumbo's perspective was really funny.
There were some good laughs. Yeah, I was about to say Mumbo's had some good laughs.
Yeah, him just absolutely dogging on Ren was hilarious.
Yeah. That was amazing. And the level of ad placements.
Right.
That
I love.
Was that Iskall?
I think it was Iskall and Mumbo that did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Iskall definitely started it, but it was so funny. Oh, man.
That was really fun.
Good time. And obviously, the group mining trip with the people on the Magical Mountain, or Magic Mountain, whichever it is. Whichever
it's Magic Mountain, because
Magic Mountain. Magical Mountain is a different mountain that is long past. It doesn't exist anymore. But Magic Mountain.
Magic Mountain is new.
Magic Mountain is where they reside now. It's filled with cracks and covered with cherry blossoms and a hollow mountain. But their mining trip was super fun, and Tango trying to spleef people was really funny from his perspective.
Impulse
He
dying, and then him
he is
killing
just
Skizz.
oh, all right. Impulse, if you ever hear this somehow, we hope. Your spleef was so good. Scar, the tag team, that was amazing. I was dying
amazing.
watching it from Skizz's perspective. He was like, "Oh man, watch out." So good. It was so I don't know what he's talking about, not knowing how to improvise. Like that was so good. That was such a good good one-liner. I was dying.
So funny.
Impulse is so funny. So iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a good little rat.
Yeah.
Imposter.
Causes a lot of mischief.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't give himself enough credit.
It's again imposter syndrome.
And Scar reacted so quickly to that. Like he just was on top of that so much.
Yep.
So fast. It was so funny.
It was really hilarious. I think it was funny that they didn't even really call back the moment that Impulse literally was like, I'd bet money that Skizz is gonna be the first one out, and then he was the first one out.
Oh my gosh.
That was really funny to me.
That was super funny. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were talking between Scar and Skizz.
Right.
And he was like, definitely gotta be Skizz.
The way that I was thinking it was a live series for a minute and went, obviously Jimmy. And then I was like, wait. Not a Jimmy. Although he did break the curse, so like it's fine, you know.
He did.
He's grown and it's okay.
I just hope he doesn't like backpedal and end up dying first. I mean, I'm so happy season 10 is here, but I also cannot wait for the next live series.
I feel like it'll be a while because of the season.
Probably, but it's been pretty. There was a chart I saw somewhere. Someone did like a prediction that they think it'll start in like May, I think.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Just from a past history.
I need more Jim content. I feel like he hasn't had anything to do since it ended.
Yeah.
But he's doing fine. I ordered one of his shirts. It's gonna be here probably at the end of February. I don't really know.
Nice.
So.
Yeah, hopefully it gets there. I know that the life series merch is still taking some time for some people.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Really crazy. I ordered it and got it like within a week.
Yeah.
I really lucked out there.
Yeah, you really did.
I think I ordered a day past the deadline too, for like the pre-Christmas delivery.
That's pretty crazy that you got it on time.
I know. I was dragging my feet about getting them for so long, and then I finally just like bit the bullet.
Yeah.
I don't know why I was dragging my feet. I think because I was like, I wanted all of it, but I couldn't buy all of it. So I was having a really hard time picking one thing.
Yeah.
But the t-shirts were the way to go.
Absolutely. Those t-shirts, highest quality t-shirt I own.
It's my favorite shirt.
And honestly, that's what sold me on Jimmy's, honestly. I was like, I mean, I don't really wear pink, so it's like, maybe I will buy it. But then he was saying, like, it's the same company that did the live shirts, and I went, take my money. Take it.
Shut up and take my money.
And I literally ordered it right then. He said it was
That's so funny.
He said it was the same quality, and I went, okay, add to cart. I need more of those shirts in my life.
Yeah, same. So, I hope they do more merch in the future.
They should.
It'd be awesome if they did some Hermitcraft merch.
I would buy it. Grian has done
if it's
merch
that
before.
Same company. Yeah, right.
He did grain merch, but
okay,
that was a thing from season 7. But
I mean, I see it all over the place. I figured it was from something in Hermitcraft, but I didn't know when.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, well, I'm trying to think, make sure we didn't miss anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Obviously, in terms of like going back to what we were saying about things that got us a little emotional, kind of closing up the Imp and Skizz podcast about Hermitcraft, that moment that Impulse had talking to Skizz was really sweet.
Yeah.
And just So cool. And I hope that Impulse sees like how creative he is and how amazing he is.
Yeah.
And I hope he never, I don't want him to ever feel like he deserves to trade it and doesn't deserve where he's at because he's worked really hard and has earned his place.
Yeah.
In the content creating world, and we love him.
Absolutely.
But it's so awesome that Skizz gets to join him and really arrive in this way.
Yeah.
And he's blowing up. It's awesome.
Yeah. We said earlier he has 124,000, something like that.
I'm going to fact check it right now.
Him getting to 100, I was literally so proud. I was just like, oh my goodness, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe he didn't have 100,000 before now.
It's so crazy.
But I'm just so happy for him because this is, like, especially knowing more about him through the podcast, it's like, I know this is what he wants more than anything, and it's like, I could not be more happy for him.
Yeah.
That this is all, like, this is like a dream coming true for him right now, and that makes me really happy for him, you know?
Yep. I'm so thrilled for him.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. Also, I don't know that I've ever really looked, but like I didn't even make the connection that their logos are basically like done by the same artist.
Yeah.
And are like side by side.
Yeah. They're so cute.
It's so friendship. Cute. Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
I wish that Impulse was holding drumsticks.
Yeah.
Like Skizz, because I love that. I love that Skizz is holding drumsticks.
I don't even remember when we saw that for the first time, but I was like, oh my gosh, he's holding drumsticks. And you were excited about that, and it was just really a funny moment that we realized
They make me want to play drums.
Mm-hmm. They make me want to play drums, too. They make me want to play drums and do a lot of, like, cool things that they do. I don't know.
Yeah. They're awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, it's
been a good podcast. I'm really glad that we were able to, like, get this recorded and, like, talk about the Hermitcraft episode before the next one comes out.
Yeah, definitely.
I really hope that they have Joel on the podcast soon, or Green or Mumbo, somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody, please.
All those people.
Yeah.
It's so cool. We love when you have guests. We love every single podcast episode.
Yeah, actually.
And we'll be talking about more in the future. It's gonna be super fun.
We're gonna regularly be releasing on Wednesdays, I think.
Okay.
Just kind of a middle ground between each episode. So like we'll have time to listen to the Imp and Skizz podcast that comes out on Friday. We'll record and then we'll release it on Wednesday so that you can listen to our podcast after you listen to theirs.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yep. Good plan.
I hope
and
you...
Yeah.
Oh, you go
like,
ahead.
Like, thanks again. Thanks for listening. If you made it this far, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Super great to have you here.
The audio is, like, rough at points. We're still trying to figure out stuff, and we have obviously got a little excited to talk to each other, but we're trying to figure it out. So we'll get better at it as we go along, and, not really worried about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this talk about Hermitcraft, and we'll just talk to you guys next time.
Yeah. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.